Hi, in this video I will show how to use macros to speed up your editing. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Macro is a tool or an application used to record the action and repeat that action as many times as you want and whenever you want. There are so many softwares out there for this. I'm using Macro Recorder in this video. If you are on Windows 10 or 11, you can use Microsoft Power Automate for the same. As an example, I'll create a simple photo slideshow to the beat of the music. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. The process will be similar even if you use any other video editors. I'll create a new timeline with the music. In Farlight, expand the audio to have a better view of the waveform. Now enable this transient detection option. A new button appears here. Enable that as well. It will create a line at the beginning of every waveform, which we can use to place markers and add our images later. Use the horizontal slider to expand the clip. As you can see, the lines are at the beginning of every waveform. I'm going to play this to choose the portion of the audio which I want to use. I like this portion, so I'm going to remove few seconds in the beginning. I'm going to add markers at every line. If you don't use markers and bookmarks in your projects, I think you should, which are very useful. To add a marker, I will hit the M key and down arrow key to go to the next line, and hit M again. So as you could imagine, this will take forever and a lot of work to complete this if you want to add markers until the end. This is where macros come in handy. Open up the macro recorder and hit record. Click inside resolve window and hit M key to add the marker and down arrow key to move the playhead to the next line. Now I will stop the recording. As you can see, all the clicks, keystrokes and mouse movements have been recorded. I will select and delete everything except the ones I need. Now the macro is recorded and is ready to play. Before that, click on playback. Here are some of the options you might disable for faster record and playback, but I like to keep them and manually delete them like I did moments ago. Here you can set the speed at which the macro should play and number of times it should play. Since this is not the licensed version, the limit is 10. Hit the play button to do its magic. We want to place our markers exactly where the lines are, but if you zoom in, you can see markers are not at the same place as the lines are, because these markers are snapped to the frame or the exact time code if you will. You can't move them in between. If you happen to know how we can do that, let us know in the comments. Now I will move macro recorder to another monitor and play it to add few more markers. I'll go to edit page to add the images. If you are using Premiere Pro, there is an option for you to stack the media to the markers. I don't think there is an option for that in Resolve, so let's do it our way. Select all the images, make sure you are not selecting the music and the timeline. Click on the detail zoom to zoom in. Now drag and drop into the timeline. And close the media pool. I use keyboard shortcuts for common tasks. You can customize them here. Before recording our new macro, let's save the one which we recorded earlier, so we could use that in our future projects. Once saved, click on record. Hit Shift M to move the playhead to the next marker, Shift V to select the immediate clip, Ctrl / to split the clip, again Shift V to select the next immediate clip, and finally Shift Delete to ripple delete. That's it. Now let's stop the macro and delete all the unnecessary things. And hit play. As you can see, this will save you from doing repeated tasks. I'll move the macro recorder to other monitor and play till the end. I will save this macro as well. So if I want to use the same music in my next project, all I have to do is delete the existing images and import new set of images and play the macro. Well, this is one example on how you can save time and work by using macro. There are so many possibilities. If you want to know how to use Power Automate for this kind of task, let me know in the comments. I will create a video on that.